Welcome to Zville Lessons for Live channel. Thanks for tuning in. We are going to be doing a video on hard shell cases versus soft shell cases. This is for people that don't know much about it. If you're a pro, you probably know all this stuff. So usually a hard shell case is used for electric instruments, electric guitars, electric basses. They come in square and body shape. This is the body shape of a Les Paul, but you can fit other guitars in there. Soft shell cases are often used for acoustic guitars, and they do not add nearly as much protection. So let's get into the details of each of these. And also I'm going to go over what you store in them. Good advice on what to keep in your case for when you're gigging out or just moving around with your guitar from place to place. Here's the inside of a hard shell case. And this is quite an old one. This one's from about 1975. I'm assuming this came with the guitar that I bought. I didn't buy the guitar till about 81. But you can see it's got multiple lockdown points. Mine are all broken off except for one. And it's well padded. Even after all these years, you can see how thick the padding and how good it still is. Gibson did a really good job making this. Now, this is something that presses down onto your strings. You can see the inlay from the guitar from all the years just pushing down. It kind of keeps it packed down. Same with this point here. This point here is meant to counteract your bridge. So what happens is you lay the body in here, and then the bridge of your neck, basically from the top of your body, lays onto this, goes up, and then this pocket here is for your headstock to fit in. So it's got three different straps. These are cloth strap holders. They're still in great shape after how many years? It was 50 years. This guitar is 50 years old, and it's still in good shape. Here's a little area that you can keep stuff. See, they got it lined with leather here. Square cases have more room. They usually have more pockets, like maybe two of these pockets, or just an area to put an extra strap, cloths and stuff like that. I usually have a sweat rag or a cloth in here too. I keep picks in here to keep more organized rather than just throw them in the bottom of the compartment here. I'll use the bag here to store picks. So you can also use like a Ziploc bag or something like that. Once again, a hard shell case offers a lot more protection for your guitar, whether it gets dropped, bumped into stuff, but it makes it heavier and harder to carry. My Gibson Les Paul weighs a lot, so I don't mind having a little bit of extra weight. These are the strings I use for electric, and here's some backups that I've had for a long time, just in case I break one string at a gig and I don't want to open a fresh pack. Sometimes I'll carry two packs in here, but right now I just got one. Here's one of my broken lockdowns. Here's some of the stuff I keep in here. This is a multi-tool, and I'm going to put this on a stand so I can show you this stuff better. All right, so what this is like just a multi-tool, a multi-screwdriver. It's got multiple bits in it, and then you can flip this around and have it on the outside, and then put your bits in and have different screwdrivers ready to go. So I just had this, so I put it in here. It doesn't take up as much room, and it's got multi-functions. So go get yourself one of these. They're usually pretty cheap at Harbor Freight or the store. I got a string cutter, and also I got this to be able to crank on stuff, just a regular pliers, needle nose pliers. This is a string winder. It also acts as a peg puller. That's what this is for. That's a peg puller. You stick it underneath a peg and you can pry up the peg with it. But for this guitar, I only use it for winding. I keep a couple pencils and a pen and a marker in here just in case I need it. Then I got a little tiny screwdriver in case I need to dig around in something that's much smaller. And that's about it. That's all I got in here right now. I'll also throw a tuner in here. I don't know, I haven't looked in here in a long time. So that's basically what you want to keep inside your case. Now, there's a lot more pockets on a soft shell case. So let's take a look at the soft shell case, and I can show you some of the extra stuff you can keep in a soft shell case. Here's a soft shell case. I'm going to open it up in a second, but I'll show you right away. You have multiple pockets for different stuff, and I keep all kinds of stuff in here. Here's some strings. Here's a little show iPod for playing music at shows, and the cable that'll plug it into a PA because it doesn't go wireless. Have a spare battery. I have a charger for the iPod just in case I need it. Here's some extra strings, some old ones that I use and some new ones that'll just replace one broken string rather than having to open a whole pack. This is for holding picks. Then I just keep a variety of picks in here, not in a case. So let's take a look at another pocket. The reason I keep that battery in there is my acoustic guitar I keep in this case has a battery powered piezo pickup in it. So I use it for that. This is for the mixing console that we use when we do our larger shows. I just keep it in here because I don't really have a spot for it with on the board. I don't have a carrying case for the board. Look how big this pocket is. You can keep all kinds of stuff in here. Business cards and pens and pencils. I don't keep any of that stuff in here though. So, and then I have another pocket up here that's too small for anything to do. It's really long and really deep. So I don't know what you would use this for. I don't use that, but I do keep a lot of stuff in here because you can open it up like this. So here's a couple rags for wiping stuff down. I got a screwdriver. I got a multi-tool with screwdriver in it. This is another good version of a multi-tool. It's a pliers plus it's cutters and all kinds of other tools at once. So I'd recommend getting something like this to keep with in your case. What else do I got? Oh, I got the string winder with the, I do have a pegs on my acoustic guitar. I have a peg mounting system. So that's what this groove is for. It goes underneath the peg. You could pry it up. And what else do I got? Another little cloth way down in here. Oh, look at that. Another multi-tool. I didn't even know that was in there. You could hear that down inside this section. I've got a whole bunch of heads to go onto the screwdriver here. So it's not just one size of Allen head screw. It's multiples. And then I've got I think this is a 5mm Allen wrench. That's the right size to do a truss rod adjustment. You put it in and you can turn the truss rod to get the buzz out of your strings. And, oh, I know what this is in here for. I put this in so the tools didn't wear a hole in the bottom of the canvas cloth down here because they can tend, as they vibrate, they can tend to dig in. So that's what I keep in this pocket. I'll also throw a tuner in here, but I'm using the tuner elsewhere right now. So let's open this baby up, take a look on the inside, and then there's another pocket on the back I'll show you at the very end. So this is a pretty good soft case. Now it doesn't have like that elevated sponge like this is on this part right here, but it does lock the instrument in pretty good. And it's got a nice thick padding. This is really nice and thick, both the top and the bottom. And this is really nice. This pops off too, so I could replace it if I needed to. It's on Velcro. And then you could lock down your guitar if you wanted to. You could lock down the neck. So this is a neck rest. So basically the body of the guitar goes here. You rest your neck on this. And that supports it. Basically the head starts right after this. So this is sometimes you have them down by the bridge, like in the hard shell. This is more up by the neck here. Now soft shells do not protect your guitar very much. So you still got to be very careful where you put it, how you handle it. But a cool thing about the soft shell case, besides that it kind of unzips and it's got a really heavy duty zipper. This came with my Godin guitar. See, it says Godin right here. This came with my Godin guitar. It's got a really nice handle right here. It's connected all the way across the back. There's no little cloth pieces to hold it on or anything like that. It's got two straps in the back. It's got a cincher up here. I never use that. I'm not sure if that's to hang it on something, but you can put a business card in here so you know it's yours for travel. It's got this handle here so you can lift it like this as well, but the straps left and right, or you can wear it like a backpack. I usually just do one over the shoulder, but this came with my guitar. This is a pretty expensive one, but I do not recommend buying a cheap soft case. Spend the money, at least $100, Make sure the top and bottom, like I just showed you, are super padded. And even the sides on this are, it's almost like a hard shell in a way. This is really solid right here. All this stuff is really good. Godin makes an excellent soft shell case. I'm really impressed. See, look at that. I'm pushing down on that and it's not even going down. You want it to be solid as you can, and you want it to have a lot of padding to protect your instrument. The instrument could be worth a couple $1,000, so it's worth spending a little extra money. And then this is, look at that old string in there I just found. I'll throw that away. But this is really nice because you can put all kinds of paperwork, notebooks, song lists, stuff like that. Instructional material if you're taking lessons or if you're giving lessons and all that good stuff. So basically that's it, guys. I'll put that old string there. So hopefully you got something out of this video, and hopefully that angle was okay for you there. If you liked our video, please hit like and subscribe. That'll help our channel grow. Check out another video, click right there. Check out our channel, see all our videos, click that button right there. Thanks a lot for watching. We really appreciate it, and check out some more videos. We'll see you on the next one.